Did I think in 2023 the Oasis from Ready Player One would basically be real? Absolutely not. But here we are. It exists in this game. Social VR games are one of the most played types of VR experiences out there. There are so many people that drop thousands of dollars on a full VR setup just to play VRChat or Rec Room. There have been competitors and clones trying to get a piece of that metaverse pie that Zuckerberg so desperately wants, but they all kind of failed in their own way. Horizon was just a crappier version of Rec Room. Chill Out VR, while it did improve on some things, just felt like VRChat but with less players. And Neos has a really cool engine, but it fell short because of the complexity and UI experience. There's a brand new game that just came out though, RiffXR, which does something different than all of these other VRChat clones, essentially creating the Oasis from Ready Player One, and doing it in a really interesting way by using AI tools, RPG elements, combat, and basically all the other things that you thought of if you read the Ready Player One book or saw the movie. Before anyone asks, I was not sponsored by this company. I just tried out the game on Steam, it is free, and saw something with real potential. After talking with the devs, there is no crypto stuff or NFTs, it just looks like a team that really wants to bring the Oasis to life. If you've seen some of my recent videos, I've been messing around with smart AI and SkyrimVR. And while that's a start, I think getting more of these AI tools and NPCs integrated in VR games will really make them come alive. And that's what RiffXR is doing, which is kind of revolutionary. When you first spawn into the game, you're treated to a world that literally looks straight out of Ready Player One, along with the scoreboard and everything. It's a really cool experience by itself, but then you see the AI NPCs. Not only are they walking around and doing stuff, which makes these worlds feel way more alive and populated than even VRChat, but you can interact with them using OpenAI. You can ask them questions, talk to them about life, whatever you want. There are some people doing stuff like this in VRChat, but it's a lot of back-end work and it's only user-generated. This is built directly into RiffXR's SDK, which opens up so many possibilities. It's not just the NPCs that are AI-powered, you can generate your own AI art and worlds directly in the game. I went into a club that was massive and felt like the distracted globe from Ready Player One. There were tons of NPC avatars dancing around and zero lag. I can't say the same for VRChat. There are also holodecks that you can go inside and say a prompt. It'll generate an AI world based on that. Animes in VRChat. It's not perfect, and this is really early tech, but this was mind-boggling and I see so much potential for this. There's a Van Gogh world where you can talk to him or generate your own AI art and it'll stay up for other players to see. The AI stuff is just one half of this game. The other half is something that I think a lot of us have wanted for a long time in social VR, but nobody has managed to get it right, adding RPG and PvP elements. So your avatar can be whatever you want. You're not locked into anything specific like more typical VR MMOs, and they have an SDK to upload your own avatar just like VRChat. But you also have a health bar and can equip things on your avatar. There's open PvP worlds, dueling, there's guns and swords, they're working on a PvE dungeon, and I think eventually a whole RPG system. I mean, this is massive. Full customability of what you look like, but actually have a reason to come back into the game, level up, fight other players, get loot, talk to smart NPCs and trade with them, make your own worlds, and so much more. This is like an evolved version of VRChat. It is the Oasis from Ready Player One, or at least as close as I've ever seen it, and I've tried a lot of VR games since I first got into this back in 2016. RiffXR is free on Steam. They are planning to port it to Quest eventually as well. If you have a few minutes, I would encourage you to check it out. It's still very early right now, and I would call it more of a tech demo at the moment, but this game is just bursting with potential, and it really gets me excited about the future of VR.